Major moves. We going all in, like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.
Welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for actively deciding to spend time with me. I'm just a guy in a Spider-Man mask, a cool one I might add. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just providing information and content already on the internet, and I just read it and present it to you guys in a way that may reach you or may not reach you. Whatever the reason is you found my page, I'm grateful you're here, and thank you for spending time with me. Let's get into this.
What is up, everybody? I am Mr. Man, and I came to bring the heat this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever the time frame is for you. But we're gonna go back to a relic here. When I say relic, this came out in 2020 originally. Then 2021, they started talking about it a bit more. They had pulled together the bank, the Digital Ministry of Transformation, Stellar, NBU, and Tascom Bank. 2022, they deployed the E Hryvnia, out in Ukraine using the Stellar rails, along with these banks, and to issue out USDC out to these people. So we're going to take a brief walk back to the past to talk about this, and I'm going to bring you back up to today with what's going on now and what's changing within Ukraine, as in the laws that have changed, the tax laws that have changed, and what made this all legal and what made this all happen and made it real, if you will. So let's do this, okay? So here we go. NBU, National Bank of Ukraine, welcomes Ministry of Digital Transformation's pilot project to issue programmable electronic money. The NBU has commended efforts by the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine in conjunction with Tascom Bank, the fintech company BIT, and the Stellar Development Foundation to run a pilot project that will perform a test issue of a blockchain-based electronic currency. As part of this effort, employees of the state-owned company DIA will have a chance to give the programmable digital money a dry run. The project aims to explore the potential for use of blockchain-based electronic currencies. It will help identify possible applications, programming functionality of such money. All right? So we have the premise now, we have the groundwork, we have the framework of what they're looking for. We know who's involved. Let me read one more paragraph here, and then we'll just jump over to the next thing. The next article or substance, not article, document, to add more to this holistic point of view that we're looking for. The pilot project is not directly concerned with issuing the E Hryvnia, the NBU's digital currency, under new legislation. The NBU is the only authority that can issue the E Hryvnia, said the NBU Deputy Governor Alexei Shaban. Anyways, this pilot project is intended to test the underlying technology by having one of the Ukraine... Shit. I can't, okay. I'm not laughing at the name, I'm laughing at my pronunciation of the name. That was hilarious. This pilot project is intended to test the underlying technology, which would be the Stellar rails operating for the USDC to flow through that. That's the underlying rails. The project will be supported by the Digital Ministry Transformation, and the MBU will be informed of the results. All right? So now that we know that, let's do this. So here, how do I zoom in on this? Oh, there we go. That's not it. There we go, okay? So Department of Accounting and Business Consulting, Simone Kuznets, whatever, University of Economics, and this is in Ukraine, all right? Improvement of electronic money accounting at Ukrainian enterprise. So here we are, we're getting into the meat and potatoes now. So the popularity of electronic money payments is growing in the modern conditions of digitalization and business processes. And think about it. When you think about it, it is growing. You could take your card out now, tap. You could take your phone out now, tap. You could take your phone out now, pay for whatever you want, just like that. You know, QR code, beep, beep, boop, whatever the hell the sound it makes, off you go. The Ukrainian e-money market is at the stage of formation and state settlement, as we read about. Therefore, it is advisable to clarify the essence of electronic money for accounting purposes. So now we're getting into the nitty-gritty and the fine... Oh, what's what I'm looking for here? I can't even think of the word here. But we're getting into what makes this stuff law now and codifies this. As well as to develop methodological recommendations for their accounting by Ukraine's enterprises. The authors proposed a redefined definition of the concept of electronic money. So now they're getting that definition re-evaluated again here as an object of accounting, which outlines a lot of e-money legalized in Ukraine. Accordingly, the classification of electronic money for accounting needs has been improved. Bear with me, this is the boring stuff here, but it does get better. Electronic payment systems which have emitted e-money and are represented on the territory of Ukraine were classified into 9 groups. The methodological support for the accounting of transactions with electronic money in the company as a user and trader has been improved. Additional account to synthetic account and a fragment of the working plan of accounts has been developed, taking into account, holy shit, there's too many accounts, the type of e-money that you're using. Okay, so there's different types of e-money. So they classified 9 types of e-money in Ukraine. Results of scientific research, are of practical interest for companies that make settlements with e-money. So here we go. This is the meat and potatoes of this document here, and it flows seamlessly into the next thing I want to talk about. Statement of the problem and its connection with the important scientific and practical task. The emergence of digital currencies and electronic money was an inevitable stage of computerization and of the global economic space. Virtual payment instruments emerged as a result of the synthesis of finance and IT technology during the last decade. Digital money is spreading on all continents and is exerting a mounting pressure on the architecture of the international payment system. Digital payments systems such as WeChat, Ripple partner, Alipay, Ripple partner, are dominant in China. The M-Pesa payment system, operating in the platform of the Safaricom mobile operator, is available in Tanzania and Kenya. The international system of electronic payments, PayPal, they now have a stablecoin out, PYUSD, which is on the Ethereum platform. Online payments between businesses and internet users in 200 countries of the world. Electronic money systems, Perfect Money, ChipNip, which is in Holland, Mondex Intel, which is Great Britain, Octopus Hong Kong, WebMoney, Kiwi, and UMoney, which is the Russian Federation, Visa Cash, Carta, Chiara, Mono, Proton, and others are relatively developing and attracting more and more customers. Digital payment systems based on contactless mobile payments technologies are available in Ukraine, including Apple, Android, Union, China, Union Pay, Monero. Moreover, cryptocurrencies have become a separate type of demanded digital currency. The distinctive features of which is the anonymity of the users. So Bitcoin and other altcoins, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Monero. Various types and forms of digital payment instruments are intensively developing and rapidly spreading, initiating cardinal changes in the global financial system. Looking at the current economic realities at the beginning of 2021, the European Central Bank is considering the possibility of issuing the electronic euro, and the U.S. Federal Reserve is investigating the possibility of issuing the electronic dollar. All right? We know that they're going to do this. We know that they're going to issue the digital euro. We know that they're going to issue the digital dollar. They're doing dry runs already, right? Like, we're not stupid. Okay, so how can they do this? How can Ukraine roll out this digital platform now, this digital highway, this plumbing, if you will, and issue a digital dollar, USD, out in Ukraine legally? Because everything has to be legal, obviously. I'm rolling my eyes right now. The Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine approved the law on virtual assets. So that's what happened. That's how that happened, okay? Let's do a quick search on who these people are, or what this is. Okay. The Verkhovna Rada developed out of the systems of the Republican representative body known as the Soviet Union as Supreme Soviet, that was first established on June 1938 as a type of legislature of the Ukrainian SSR after the dissolution of the Congress of Soviet of the Ukrainian SSR. So they came out years ago after the, the breakdown there. So let's go back. Here we are again. So the Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine approved the law on virtual assets, known as the law. For the first time, the law allows the circulation of virtual assets, including cryptocurrencies, in Ukraine, and the declaration. The law was signed by the president on the 16th of March 2022. So there you go. And will enter into force following approval of the law on taxation of transactions with virtual assets. So once they get that law, the code, law, and the law in the code, wherever the hell it is, the code of the law there for the taxation purposes there, then they can roll out their digital dollar. That was tough to say. Under the law, it will be possible for individuals to conduct transactions with virtual assets, particularly with cryptocurrencies, legally. The law also allows activities of intermediaries in the sphere of virtual assets. The law defines virtual assets as intangible benefits expressed as a data set in electronic form that have a certain value. The law mainly regulates the activities of foreign and Ukrainian providers of services for the circulation of virtual assets, for example, crypto exchanges. It also allows individuals, owners of virtual assets, to open bank accounts for transactions with such assets and provides judicial and extrajudicial protection of rights to such assets. These provisions present a breakthrough in the protection of virtual assets, the owners, the rights, and create opportunities for better diversification of assets by the owner. All right, so we're talking about the taxation here now, right? That's when the law the law will come into power and be enacted at that point. So on February 17, 2022, the Ukrainian Rada adopted the law. So this is in Ukraine here. It was okay. Virtual assets, which establishes rules for regulating transactions with crypto assets in Ukraine. The law did not enter into force on October 1st due to the fact that it is first necessary to make changes to the tax code of Ukraine in accordance with Clause 1 of Chapter 5. Is that 5? V is 5, 1, 6, 6, sorry. of the law of Ukraine on virtual assets. So, the law states the concept of virtual assets as tangible good, which is the object of civil rights, has value and is claimed by the circulation of data in electronic form. Coins and tokens, as in crypto, will not be considered legal means of payment in Ukraine. Why? Because they want their legal means, which is the E Hryvnia in Ukraine. The Hryvnia remains the only instrument for purchasing goods, just like I said. Virtual assets are divided into three types. Secure, so confirm ownership and a specific object. Unsecured, common crypto tools as an unstable exchange rate, Bitcoin and Ethereum, always. That's my alarm telling me I need to get ready for bed because I like to sleep early. However, I rarely ever get to sleep early. I wake up at 4 o'clock, but still got to try, right? Doesn't hurt to try. So, for all my diehard Mr. Man fans out there and followers, you guys know that we've gone over the BIS, prudential treatment of crypto assets, and know that Bitcoin and Ethereum are unbacked crypto assets. They are dubbed Type 2 or Group 2 unbacked crypto assets. No reference assets backing them up. And then we have financial assets secured by such classical instruments as gold, silver, foreign currencies, and others. Those are the Group 1B as dubbed by the BIS and prudential crypto treatment. Legal entities will be required to obtain a special permit in order to provide services of storage, administration, exchange, and transfer of virtual assets, as well as services of the conclusion of contracts regarding crypto assets. And this is how they get control of something that was decentralized. So it's decentralized on one side and centralized on the other. Put them together and you have what we're going into. I think the term is an Ouroboros, right? It eats itself, just continuously goes and eats itself. One of the conditions for obtaining a license is the authorized capital. From 35,000 non-taxable minimum incomes of citizens for residents, from 595,000 UAH, which is the E Hryvnia, and from 175,000 non-taxable minimum incomes of citizens for non-residents. So from 2,975,000 E Hryvnia. The permit will be granted for a person of 1 year with the possibility of extension. So if any of you guys looking to go to Ukraine and use some of this digital money, once it gets written into law, once the tax codes have changed, there will be a limit for you to be able to utilize this. And I imagine they're still going to take the cash or the tap or whatever else, whatever the other 9 designations are. The price for the license will be from 68,000 to 136,000 hryvnias for residents of Ukraine, and from 340,000 to 680,000 hryvnias for foreign companies. So should you want to go to Ukraine and set up an entity there, that's how much it's going to cost you. The function of cryptocurrencies, market regulators, so they call it market here too now. It's not a crypto space anymore. Market regulators will be transferred to the National Commission of Securities and Stock Market and the National Bank of Ukraine. The National Securities Commission will issue licenses and monitor the activities of crypto market participants, conduct inspections, issue warnings and instructions on the cancellation of requests, and apply financial sanctions. Within half a year, the National Commission for Securities and Stock Market will have to implement the procedure for maintaining the state register of service providers related to the circulation of virtual assets. The National Bank of Ukraine will control the turnover of crypto assets backed by currency values and will determine the list of currency values for which the assets can be exchanged and the procedure for such exchanges. Wow. So they're going to control everything. They've already started to gain the monopoly on this. Also, the NBU will control the activities of service providers related to the exchange of secured cryptocurrencies, will determine requirements for cybersecurity and impose sanctions for violations. Wow, these guys are taking a huge chunk in terms of control. Well, that's how you take something that you assume is free, decentralized, Bitcoin, we're going to be free, hoorah! And you put it into a category that's known as a group 2, unbacked crypto, which are highly, highly volatile. And the banks need to have... Anyways, yeah. Anyways, guys, let me just stop there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you always. Until the next one, much love.
Making major moves. We going all in. Like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.